Hello, everyone. I think I should be live now. Can I get some confirmation in chat if y'all can hear me clearly? I think we're going to have a pretty decent viewership here. Oh, that's a yes. Okay, cool. Well, welcome, everyone. Thank you all for showing up here. I know this is going to be a pretty popular topic to to stream. But hi, Marisha. Hi, First. Hi, Al. Hey, Paul. What the fuck, Kino? Is the mattress at the shelter too lumpy? uh, you're here for the D girl of the Chosenites. Yeah, that's Don Draper's wife there. So I mentioned in the post, it's not going to be just Sopranos waifus. We're also going to be doing some Breaking Bad characters, some Mad Men characters, a few Boardwalk characters. Just because I thought about doing them all individually, like doing like a Breaking Bad waifus thing, but there actually aren't that many women in Breaking Bad. There's only like, 4 or 5 maybe. Same thing. Mad Men has more, but in terms of like characters and stuff, there's not that many. So I figured we combine them all. The Sopranos definitely has the most women in the show. It's pretty progressive in that regard. But yeah, we're going to be ranking them all here on the tier list, like I've done for episodes before this. Now, to give some context, I am going to be not ranking them just on looks. In fact, most of the rankings is kind of going to be more based on their personality. Just because, to be honest, all these women are very attractive. Like, they're all actresses. So to rank them all about like, oh yeah, this one's the hottest, doesn't really lend itself that well to like analysis. It would just be my personal preference at that point. But when we factor in their personalities, we can have more of an understanding of, do you actually want to be with this woman? And waifu is a waifu; it's not a guma. So these aren't the side chicks. This is like you're picking this woman as your one and only as a waifu. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So I see people have a lot of opinions about who should go into S tier, who should go into what. Definitely let me know as I'm putting them into each category what you guys think, because it's a discussion. I want to get input from everyone. But I should say right off the bat here that the number one S tier spot has to go to Mrs. Kino, my real life waifu. She's top tier number one. Their picture's not on here because she doesn't want to be seen, but just know that the top S spot goes to Mrs. Kino. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with some characters here. Now, these are all listed in alphabetical order. And again, they're all kind of mixed up together. Mad Men, Breaking Bad, whatever. So we're just gonna address them one by one. Now, of course, when I announced this, people were kind of memeing on me in Discord about Adriana. Everyone knows that I have a lot of strong feelings about Adriana. I think she's a very innocent person, deserving of a much better fate than what she got on this show. So yeah, people like to joke that I'm a simp for Adriana. Her name starts with an A, so she's the first one up here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in S. Memes aside, I'm not simping for Adriana, okay? But memes aside, I really think like if you were gonna be married to someone on the show, Adriana would be a top tier choice. Like, again, not even about her looks or whatever. The fact that she's so loyal, she never cheats on Christopher ever, never really pushes back against him. He beats her up constantly, and she still forgives him, which again is not a good thing. I'm not saying women should do that, but I'm just saying Adriana is someone who just takes a lot of pain and abuse and still manages to be loyal, to her capo exactly. Um, Adriana can't give you a son, F tier. Well, they could adopt, you know. That's not her fault or anything like that. So that doesn't bother me too much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give Adriana an S. I know a lot of people are gonna bring up criticisms of like, oh, she ratted to the FBI. Well, yes, that is. She should have brought this up to Christopher and been like, hey, I was arrested. But she did it to try to protect Christopher. She was just naive. And the FBI took advantage of her in that regard. So, I don't really hold that against her too much. Adriana's going to be an S for me. I'm just going to leave it there. Next up, we have Amy Saphir. Now, Amy is the girl from D-Girl. She's the movie producer girl. Works for Jon Favreau. Excuse the little you can see in the thumbnail here. I used my thumbnail for that episode in here. And using her in the thumbnail got me a lot of clicks for this episode. I think it's like over 100,000 for that Soprano log. But Amy Saphir, obviously she's very good looking. She's a professional woman, so that's, if that's what you're into, that's a great benefit for her. I gotta say though, Amy rubs me the wrong way with how kind of like elitist. Yeah, exactly. Her whole thing of like, oh, Quentin Tarantino's a friend of mine. It's like, it's very pretentious, and she's kind of full of herself. I don't really like her in that regard. I feel like she would be annoying, and I think she is kind of overinflating how important she is to like the development of the movies. I think she's just kind of like a glorified assistant. So I'm gonna give Amy Saphir. She also cheats, by the way. She cheated with Christopher, so we're gonna give Amy a C tier. I know that's gonna anger a lot of you who are really into redheads. I'll be honest, redheads are not necessarily my thing. So yeah, I'm gonna give her a C. I just, her personality rubs me wrong. The name dropping is annoying. She seems like she'd be like this like liberal Hollywood elite type. I'm gonna give her a C. It's not who I would want to be with. She's not the worst choice. There's way worse choices out here. But I'm gonna give her a C for me, personally. Unsub for that redheads are overrated comment. Look, you guys do whatever you want, okay? I'm just saying it doesn't really appeal to me that much. All right, next up we have Andrea from Breaking Bad. It's Jesse's girlfriend, who not his second girlfriend, the one he's with through most of the series. Now, Andrea, she's got a lot of negative things going for her. The good things, we'll start with that. She does seem like a good person. She's loyal to Jesse. She knows he's a drug dealer, but she's like, as long as you're a good person, I'm okay with this. I'll be honest though, she's got some problems. Obviously, the drug addiction's a big one. Yes, she is in recovery, but she was willing to do some meth with Jesse. Now, you could argue Jesse is the one who was like pushing her to do that because he was trying to sell her the drugs. But the fact that she was going to relapse, and the fact that she had a son on top of that, when you're using drugs when you have a kid, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. So, she's kind of cute, not the best looking girl in the world, but I'm going to give her the drug thing. It kind of pushes me to D. I normally would put her in C, but I think I'm going to go D here, just because, junkie, that's not really who I want to be with. Next up, we have Angie Bompancero. So, Angie is the wife of Big Pussy Bompancero. She, in the early seasons, she's just kind of like your normal, Italian housewife kind of thing. Kind of weak, kind of complaining. After Pussy dies and he puts her, and Tony gives her the body shop, she becomes like a girl boss. But I'll be honest, she's like the kind of annoying girl boss where she's like showing off to her friends and stuff. It's nice to rub Carmela's face in it. she does seem capable. Like she's running the body shop, and it seems like she's doing a pretty good job. It's just, I don't know. She kind of gets like annoying afterwards. And again, I'm not saying that all girl bosses are like this, but yeah, Angie, she just kind of has an attitude by the end of the show, and it seems like, and again, it's her kind of getting her due for putting up with Pussy, who's like a horrible husband. But yeah, Angie, yeah, I think I'm gonna put her in C tier. Not the worst, of course. But yeah, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm not all in on her, you know. Next up, we have Annalisa, and oh boy, Annalisa has got some serious dominant mommy energy here. Like, this is a woman. This is a woman who's a girl boss, and she fucking knows she's a girl boss. Doesn't have to show it off. Just kind of, you can tell just by when she comes into a room and the way she's like just owning everything around her. Yeah, Annalisa does it for me. She's running stuff after her husband ends up in prison. You know, in Italy, I guess they have more of a acceptance of a woman running things. Got a good head for business. Yeah, she's just a good package. The only downside is, you know, I don't know if she was intentionally like trying to sleep with Tony. Her husband's in prison for the rest of his life, so you could argue, you know, what does it matter? But that's a slight dock against her. But yeah, I'm gonna put Annalisa as an easy A here. If we had had more episodes with her, maybe she could be, you know, an S tier. But yeah, I'm gonna give her an easy A. She's just a complete package. She's got it all. She's a witchy woman, exactly, Tommy. She reminds me of that song from the Eagles. Yeah, dude. A. Look, we're saving the S's for like the knockouts. But yeah, we're gonna give Annalisa an A. Next up, we have Barbara Soprano. Now, Barbara, we don't see her too often, so there's not a lot we can judge about her character. She's obviously she's good looking. I think the first actress is better looking than the second one, but you know, she has realistic looks. You know, she looks like, you know, an actual woman would look for being in this family. Barbara knows how to deal with her toxic family and set distance. She goes back to help out. They're there for the family occasions, but you know, she keeps a healthy distance, which means that if you were married to her, she would kind of insulate you from a lot of the Soprano bullshit. So you know, I think she's a really good choice. You'd be able to reap some benefits from having that relationship to the Sopranos, but maintain that distance. So I am going to go ahead and give Barbara. I think I'm gonna give her an A too. I don't know if I'd put her in S. Like, we just don't know enough about her relationship, like what her relationship's like at home, to give her that S tier. But I'm gonna give Barbara an A. I think she'd be a great choice. I think you'd be in a happy relationship with her. Next up, we have Betty from Mad Men. She is the wife of Don Draper for the first 3 seasons. Obviously, Betty's got her problems, right? She is very childish. You know, she's got some mental issues. She's a little bit abusive to her kids. But, you know, I really do like Betty. Like I said before, she's one of my favorite characters on the show. She deals with a lot of, you know, pain being married to Don Draper. She has to deal with his philandering. She has to deal with kind of being a housewife, being into a life that she didn't necessarily want to go into. I mean, she wanted to go into it, but it wasn't all she meant to be. I really do sympathize with Betty. I really like her. Now, obviously, she's got some personality issues. Even when she goes and gets married to the new guy, right? She's still, she's still, complaining. She's still got some issues. So she's definitely not an S tier for being married to. But I think a solid B. I like her. I just sympathize with her. And yeah, she's got the quintessential 1950s housewife look. It's like they say on the show. She looks like she belongs on top of a wedding cake. So yeah, I'm gonna give Betty a B. I really do like her, man. Obviously, she's not an S tier, guys. When we factor in her I'm a Betty simp, to be honest, and I'm saying she's not an S tier, guys. She complains. She has issues. She slaps her kids. It's not going to be a perfect relationship if you're with her. But like I said, I think she's got depth, and I like that. So she's going into the B category. It's not solely based on looks, guys. Come on. Next up, we got Blanca. Now, Blanca is the girlfriend of AJ in the 6th season for a while. Then she breaks up with him. She's got a kid, which is not the end of the world. Like, I'm not saying I would, refuse to be with someone who had a kid. But, yeah, she's very good looking. I mean, she looked like she fucking rode AJ half to death when they had sex. But the fact that she just kind of abruptly breaks up with him without even explaining it to him, she's just all of a sudden like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't love you. It kind of knocked it down for me. There's ways, I'm not saying she needed to be with him, forever, but there's ways of like telling AJ that without, just fucking crushing him. It was sad the way she broke up with him. Like he was there for her. Like he was like, I'm all on board. Now, granted, it's AJ. He's kind of a wimp, and his family's also fucking toxic. But there's ways to deal with that. I'm gonna give Blanca a C. I know a lot of you guys are fucking like S tier for the looks alone, but for me, really, with that the way she kind of ended stuff, she's a C for me. She's a little bit too flip floppy, Blanca is a bad B, S tier. $2 from Bunda. Thank you, Bunda. I respect your decision. I'm gonna give her a C for me personally. Again, guys, this is not just based on looks. This is who you would want to be with, okay? And if Blanca's just gonna end stuff like that abruptly, she's a C. C is the middle of the road, okay? It's not an F tier. It's not a D tier, okay? It's just like, yeah, she's all right, but there's a lot more women who I'd rather be with than Blanca, okay? There we go. All right. Okay, so first saying not based on looks, but what else is there? First, do you understand that women have personalities, okay? Do you understand that they're human beings who, like... They're not just eye candy, okay? First is like, there's nothing else besides looks. Come on, guys. We're talking about relationships here, okay? Relationships go much longer than just the looks, all right? You have to be compatible with this fucking person, all right? Do you want to really live with all the bullshit forever, Okay. All right. Next up, we have Caitlyn. Now, alright guys, I get why you guys all fucking love Caitlyn, alright? It's right there in the thumbnail. When I put her on my thumbnail, I got like fucking 300,000 views on that video alone. Okay, I get it, alright? You guys like her body. It's there, don't get me wrong. But when we factor her personality in, dude, alright? She is fucking crazy. Okay, she's up and down manic. She's got some, yeah, she's kind of schizo. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, yeah, she's thick, but, do you really, like, even fucking Meadow and, what's his name? Noah were getting sick of fucking dealing with her. You want to be in a relationship with her? Come on, guys. Think about this. You don't know if she's fucking crazy in the bed. We didn't see that on the show. She might have slept with Noah, but, she's fucking clingy. She's fucking like, ugh. Yes, I'm a witness to the thickness, okay? Mark, I get it. Okay, she's thick. I get it. It's great. Don't get me wrong. But her fucking personality, guys, like, are you serious? You really want to marry a woman who like this who's fucking up and down manic like crazy? You fucking leave to go on a weekend trip or something with your boys, and she's fucking like pulling her hair out, depressed, sleeping in bed all day. Come on, guys. Ugh. Y'all are distracted by the thickness, all right? You're thinking with your cock here, all right? All right. I honestly want to put her in D for the personality here. I know you guys are gonna fucking rage at me for doing this, okay? I know you love her, okay? Yeah, she belongs in the double D category. Uh, don't you fucking see her at D here? Like, I don't know, man. Like, if it was a choice between like the three other women in C, I think I'd pick them over Caitlyn. She's fucking crazy. She sees a woman taking a shit, and you gotta like, comfort her the rest of the fucking night. I'm putting her in D. All right, I'm just putting her in D, guys. I'm just fucking leaving it there. You want to fucking argue with me? Go ahead. All right. Yeah, there's 177 people watching right now. Thank you, guys. This is the most successful stream I've had in a long time. Oh, it's awesome. Make a new rank for thickness. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I get it. I get what you see in her, but she's fucking crazy, alright? She's going into D tier. Alright. This is another one that's going to be controversial here. This is Carmela Soprano. And I picked the sexiest she's ever looked in the show with her fur coat on. She looked good in that fur coat, I'm not going to lie. Now, a lot of people don't like Carmela. They think that she's a ball buster. They think that she's a gold digger. I'll be honest here, guys, though. I like Carmela. I think she'd be a top tier wife material. Is she money obsessed? Of course. Does she have a thing with her fucking priest? Of course. But that's mostly because Tony's cheating on her. If you're not cheating on her, I think she'd be pretty chill. Yeah, you gotta buy her expensive things. Not gonna lie, that does kind of knock her down. But to be honest, I think Carmela supports Tony with what he does. I think she's there for him when it counts. When he was in his fucking coma, she was genuinely like, it wasn't just about the money. She genuinely cared about him. I'm gonna put Carmela in the A tier, guys. I'm gonna put it there. I know some of you guys don't like her, but I think she'd be a good wife. For being a mafia wife, I think she's one of the best. I think you could do a lot worse than Carmela Soprano. I think she's a good mother most of the time. She really tries. She obviously is gonna bust your balls, right? Any Italian woman on this show is gonna bust your balls a little bit. There ain't no getting around that. But I think Carmela is pretty, she doesn't bust balls too often. Plus, to be honest with this YouTube shit, I'm a fucking earner, all right? Like, I can buy a spec house. I can buy a fucking diamond ring here. So, all right, yeah, we're going to put Carmela in the S tier. Tony was it was crazy too for always looking at these other women when he had this at home. Like she wanted more of it, right? He's just Tony. All right, next up we're in for a big one. Charmaine Bucco. Obviously, we can all fucking agree that Artie had it fucking lucky, right? Charmaine is an incredible wife, right? Charmaine is someone who, she took care of herself. She was a girl boss. She was independent. She had great looks. She didn't want him to get involved with the mafia because she knew what they would do to him. Charmaine is fucking amazing, right? Obviously, yes, the mommy milkers too, of course. She's a great partner. She's a legit partner, not just like Carmela where she just takes the money. Charmaine is there fucking working in the restaurant. she's gonna be there working every single fucking day, making that money, pushing us forward. She doesn't need the big house. She doesn't need the jewelry. She just needs you to not be a fucking stupid idiot and get involved with the mob. I'll be honest here, guys, a little bit. I think it knocks it out. She does bust balls a little bit. Now, granted, Artie deserved it. Artie deserved every single ball bust he got. I do think she could have chilled a little bit more. Like, come on, us men, we need to feel like we're fucking men sometimes. All right. But yeah, we're gonna give her an S tier. I almost put her down to A just because I think she ball busted a little bit too much. But I feel like if you got your shit together, I think she'd be more chill. Artie deserved all of it. She's going in S tier. Already, she's arguably the perfect wife on the show. Like, if you had to marry someone, it should be Charmaine. She's the perfect partner. All the other women are kind of dependent on their men. Charmaine was pushing that relationship forward. Okay, next up we have Danielle. I forget what her real name is. Deborah, right? Deborah Cicerone. The FBI agent who befriends Adriana and gets information on her. Deborah's a hard one to judge, right? Because we had to judge. We see her mostly as the Danielle persona, but we have to remember that she's a completely different person outside of Danielle. Oh, by the way, Paul, thank you for... Paul is the first member of the channel. So I opened up memberships on the channel. So if you guys don't want to support on Patreon, you can do so as a member of this channel now. So there should be a join button right there where you see subscribe or whatever. It has all the same benefits as the Patreon does if you subscribe to the maid tier or whatever. So if you guys want to support the channel, you can do so there. Again, no pressure either way. Just letting you know, those are the two options to support the channel right now: Patreon or a member on YouTube. Some people like the member on YouTube. It's easier for them than having to go make a separate account. Let's see here. Yeah, so Deborah Cicerone, Danielle, we don't see too much of her home life. She's married to Will Arnett. He had a couple cameos on the show. She's got a daughter, but she's going out undercover. That's a plus and a negative in my mind. She's very career oriented. Yes, of course, she wants to move up in the FBI. And if you're the type of guy who supports your woman having a career, that could be a plus. It could be a negative to be like, hey, we got a kid at home, and you're going undercover with mafiosos who it could put you in danger, right? Phil Leotardo set up a female agent for a rape and a beating. We learned that from Agent Harris. So you could argue she's endangering herself and she should be with her baby. But that might be kind of a sexist take, right? Like the husband's an FBI agent. He's putting his life at risk too. But you would think that, she should be maybe taking it a little bit more safe with the baby at home. One of these mafiosos could kill her if they found out she was undercover. But overall, I mean, she seems very competent. I'm gonna give Danielle a B. I think she's very competent. She's a good FBI agent. Some negative points for focusing more on her career than her kid, but maybe that's just the choice that they made as a couple. You can't make judgments about people from what they choose to do with their life, right? Oftentimes men don't have to make choices with their careers, right? Men still go out and do what they need to do. So I'm not going to judge her too much for that. We're going to give her a B tier. All right, next up we have, this is Devin Pillsbury. So this is the girl that AJ was dating in the 4th season, I believe. She is in the show. She's high school, but she's actually, her actress was 18, I believe, or very close to it when the show is going out. So I don't feel too weird judging her here. But Devin Pillsbury, we don't see too much of her, but I'm gonna give her an easy fucking A here. Like, she is she's the heiress of the Pillsbury, like, doughboy whatever empire, so she's fucking rich as hell, which is an incredible plus here. If you were with her, you would never have to worry about money. She also seemed very supportive of AJ. Like, it seemed like she was, like, very chill. It seemed like she was very, like, again, she's only around a few episodes, but it seemed like she was like, she didn't mind that AJ wasn't as rich as she was. And it also didn't seem like she really was like, oh, I'm with AJ because he's the son of a gangster. She didn't really care that much. She just liked AJ for who he was. I don't know why they broke up, but yeah, I'm gonna give Devin, like, from all we've seen of Devin, it seems like she'd be a very chill, very rich fucking girlfriend. So mild mannered. Why do you say she's bad mannered? I didn't see anything of her being rude. When they were driving around New York, seeing all the homeless, it seemed like she was also kind of concerned about the homeless. So she's got some values there too. I'm gonna give Devin an A. Now that might be cheating because we don't see too much of her on the show, but I think I think it works for this. Okay, next up we have okay, so this is gonna confuse some of you, but this is Dr. Faye Valentine, I believe. No, Dr. Faye Miller. Sorry, I was thinking of Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. She is the girlfriend of Don Draper in the 4th season before he meets Megan. She's a doctor of psychology or something, and she runs what do we call it? She runs what do they call it? Focus groups. Sorry. She runs focus groups for Sterling Cooper or whatever. She's a professional woman, very competent. Doesn't want kids, which could be a pro or a con depending on how you view it. Supports Don and wants him to confront his past. Now Don does not want to do that, so instead he gets with Megan, who he can basically continue pretending to be Don Draper with. So Faye wanted him to face his past and move on. Megan basically enabled him to keep being the Don Draper. This is not on Sopranos. This is a Mad Men character. Now she's played by the same actress who plays Kelly Moltisanti, who we're gonna get to later. Kelly's on here too. Don't worry. But this is Faye Miller. Faye is gonna be an S tier for me. Really. She is a professional woman. She supports Don, but doesn't let him off the hook, which is what Don needed, but he just didn't want to be that person. So he chose Megan over her, but Don would have been a lot happier. He would have been a lot more healthy with Faye. Hey, we got another associate, Pablo Gustintiani. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but thank you, Paul. Welcome to the crew, Paul. We're opening up the books here. We're accepting new members to join this thing of ours. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whew. All right, let's keep going here. All right, next up we have Felicia. Now Felicia is a girl who works at the construction site where the guys have the no work jobs. We only know a little bit about her. She was living with a guy and then she left him. She was flirting with Finn a little bit. She had a tramp stamp and wears a thong. Obviously good looking, but seems she's a working girl. You know, she's got a job, so she's got that going for her. But yeah, she kind of comes off a little trampy, not gonna lie. I included it on here because we know her name. But I think I'm gonna give her a C tier. We just don't know enough about her. Felicia has 4 kids and lives in Brooklyn now. I don't remember if that's something from the actual show or not, if you're just making a joke, but I'm going to put her in C. She's not the best, and she's not the worst. She's just kind of average. Thunder Thighs in D, unsubscribed. Yes, Lennon, we discussed this in depth, okay? Caitlyn has personality issues. We're not fucking making her a waifu, okay? Alright, next up we have here Gabriella Dante. Now, Gabriella, not gonna lie, not the greatest in terms of looks. Not the worst either, okay? She's still an attractive woman. But there are a lot of better looking women on the show than her. But she's very supportive of Silvio. She knows he sleeps around, doesn't really care. Very supportive, very respectful. Obviously cares about Silvio a lot. Married to little Steven Van Zandt in real life. For her looks, for me, looks and personality factor into this. So I'm gonna give Gabriella a B. I think she's a pretty good wife. Very supportive. Yeah, they're married in real life. Exactly. But I think when you factor everything in here, I'm gonna put her in B. She was encouraging Silvio to take over, so she had a little bit of ambition after after Tony was in his coma. I'm gonna put her in B. I think that's where I'm comfortable with. Okay, guys. Rev up your meme machines, because I'm fucking hungry. Next up, we got Ginny Sacrimony. Ginny. Where do we put Ginny? All you guys are gonna... Yeah, we're gonna put her in S tier, because all the fucking memes, of course. Ginny, she's Ruben-esque, I like a woman you can grab onto something. 95-pound mole. When she goes camping, the bears have to hide their food, okay? Ginny Sacrimony's a good wife, right? Obviously, Johnny Sack loved this woman. He supported her. She didn't bust his balls too often. She did a little bit over the smoking and stuff. It was also implied that Ginny was kind of pushing him to get a bigger house. Honest opinion, guys, no memes aside here. I'm gonna put her probably in the C tier category. Or maybe B or C, but I think her looks knock her down to a C, to be honest, right? We're factoring in looks and personality. She's not D or F tier, okay? She's better than some of these other people, personality-wise, but her looks, they are what they are, okay? Memes aside, I think she's right in the middle of this list. Now, again, some of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck? You put Caitlyn in fucking D, but you put Ginny in fucking C? Yes, guys, because when we synthesize personality and looks, we're going to put her in C. We're not gonna put her in B. I think looks, factoring in looks, we're gonna put her in C. That's where she belongs. My ranks are fucking top tier, Captain Murica. Okay, we're factoring in personality here. You really want to be married to the crazy fucking girl? Does her looks make up that much for her? Come on. Yeah, I got a personality fetish, because I actually judge women by their personality too. Come on. I have the top tier taste when it comes to waifus, okay? I am a fucking waifu connoisseur. I'm so fucking mad from hollering at you guys. I am getting a little lightheaded from talking all this much, but... okay, so next up we have Gloria Trillo. So, Gloria... Obviously, I think she's one of the most gorgeous women on the show, like, period. Like, she just... Like, Tony says this about her on the show. She has depth. Like, her eyes, they're deep. Like, memes aside, I'm not just quoting the show. Like, she really does look like she's got soul and passion. Like, it is really there. Like, one of the top tiers in terms of like she just looks like she's got personality there. But she's fucking crazy, okay? It's the same thing as Caitlyn, all right? And it's worse than Caitlyn. Like Gloria like wants to love pack suicide with you, okay? She's got real fucking issues, like worse than Caitlyn. No, you guys can't fix her. You cannot fix a girl like this, okay? She's just profoundly damaged. She tried to commit suicide after a guy broke up with her. That's why she was in therapy with Melfi. I'm gonna put her in F. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys love her looks. I love them too. But I just, oh my god, like you do anything wrong with her, she'll like try to kill herself. Okay? And she did kill herself after T broke up with her. Guys, this personality, you cannot be with someone like this, okay? I'm not saying she doesn't deserve anyone, period. I'm not saying anyone who's suicidal doesn't deserve to be loved. But I'm just saying, guys, like, in a relationship with Glory, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to work out. All the guys are saying, like, oh, I can fix her. I just have to shower her with love. I'm pretty sure you guys are single. Because if you were in a fucking relationship, you should know you can't love someone enough to make up for their problems inside themselves. They have to love themselves before they can love you, okay? Y'all are fucking... Y'all accuse me of being the simps, but you guys are the ones who are being simps right now. She's in the F tier, guys. This is top earner content. Go out front, get yourself a sandwich and a soda of your choice. I should have eaten before. I didn't eat before the stream. I'm kind of getting lightheaded a little bit from talking so much. But thank you, Gary. I'm going to use your money. I'm going to go get some like fucking McDonald's or something after this. Boonda, this list is ridiculous. Well, Boonda, where would you put Gloria? You want Gloria to be in an S? I'm just kidding, guys. If you guys don't agree with this list, I totally get it. Okay, we all have our own values and how we judge women. Okay, but for me, as a relationship man, okay, I just this is not for me. Gloria's just not for fucking me. Maybe she should be on the D list because of her personality or because of her looks. But I'm just saying, I don't want to be with a suicidal girl who I have to worry about if I broke up with them, they're going to kill themselves, okay? I don't want that on my conscience, okay? No, I'm sorry. She's F to me. I would stay away from this woman with a 10-foot pole. Kino, when was January Jones in The Sopranos? I've also included Mad Men characters in this too, dude. So, January Jones is Betty on Mad Men. Okay, yeah, Gloria had a good job, I'm not gonna lie, but it also sounds like she has got problems at work and problems with her family. She complains about it with Tony. No, F tier, I'm sorry. I'm 100% certain on this one. I'm going to, yeah, Gloria would Amber Heard you, exactly. Oh, Jeannie Cusimano would have been a good one. Sorry, I didn't even think about Jeannie. We don't know enough about Jeannie Cusimano. I'd probably put her in B tier. I don't have a slide for her, but we'll put her in B tier, okay? Just use your imagination and assume that she is assume she's in B tier. Okay, here. Will Heisenbones be on the list? Yeah, Heisenberg is my waifu. Thank you for the $2, Mark. Okay, a lot of people are disagreeing with some of my choices in the chat here, but we're gonna leave it. Okay, next up we have Irina, Tony's first Gumar. Although she's technically played by a blonde actress in the pilot, but from the second episode onward, we've got Irina. This is gonna anger some of you guys where I'm gonna put Irina. She's cute. Don't get me wrong. She's fucking cute. I'm gonna put Arena into D tier. She's fucking needy, guys. She's fucking needy. And I hate needy women, okay? She is so fucking needy. Do you guys remember the college episode when Tony's calling her and she's like, my cousin with the one leg got a husband already. She's a fucking child. She's fucking annoying. Go ahead, unsub all you guys who are like, but she's fucking hot. Shut the fuck up. Okay? I don't know. Maybe a C tier. I mean, she's not the goddamn... Wasn't she suicidal too? After Tony broke up with her? Yeah, that's right. She was suicidal too afterwards. She took some pills. She had to go to the hospital. Fuck that. I don't care, guys, okay? There's plenty of hot women on here, okay? But we don't need the crazies. Have you guys forgotten the adage, don't stick your dick in crazy? Yeah, she took the vodka and the pills, exactly. She calls fucking Carmela and is like, I am fucking your husband. Like, come on. You want that in your life? Do you really want this in your life, guys? Come on. Seriously? Yeah, this is D tier. I'm certain on this. I don't think she's quite F tier like Gloria. She's not as bad as Gloria. But yeah, she's a D. I'm sorry. Looks aside. Oh, you guys are getting me lightheaded here. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'll text Mrs. Kino here and ask her to warm me up some food, because I feel like I need to eat something. I'm getting lightheaded. Oh my god. Because we're not even... I think we're about halfway through this fucking list, so I'm gonna need some food here. Yeah, so... We're gonna leave Arena at a D. I know that angers some of you guys. Oh. Is my computer frozen? Oh shit. I think I froze there for a little bit. Am I live again, guys? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, the chat's catching up now. So sorry, it froze for a minute there. Don't let them pressure you. Heart of Markinus, you're still around. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you were still around here. But yeah, that's great. Thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate that. Hey, Absurd Existence. Nice to see you here. Nah, guys, you're wrong. Firefox uses a lot of RAM. Well, I just didn't want Chrome up because I didn't know if that would work well for this, but maybe I'll close some tabs. I had some other tabs open. I'll close those. Okay, so yeah, Tracy's on the list. We'll get to Tracy eventually. See, the reason your list blows is the broad should be rated by who would be good for a mobster, not a YouTube content creator. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to judge that, Chris? I'm not a fucking mobster. You might be confused by the fucking drip I'm wearing right here, but I have to judge it based on my own personality, okay? I've never been a mobster, okay? Guys are getting me mad here. All right, next up, Isabella. Now, Isabella is a hard one to rank for me because she's not real, right? She's a figment of Tony's imagination. So, like, how do I judge her here? She's a fantasy. She's a good fantasy, don't get me wrong, but she's a fantasy nonetheless. So she doesn't really have a personality. It's just what Tony wants out of a mother. Now, that being said, she's got some serious mommy energy here, which is fucking great. Don't get me wrong. I can't give her an S tier, guys, because she's a fantasy. It's hard for me to give it to her, but yeah, if she was real, I'm gonna give her an A. Yeah, I mean, she's literally a dream woman, but that's cheating, isn't it? All right, fine, fair enough. You're right. Fantasies are literally perfect, so she's an S tier in the context of the show. Yeah, you're right. She literally has no flaws. We should have put some Westworld girls on here too, the robots, because they're technically perfect too, because they can be whatever you want them to be. Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Jane from Breaking Bad. She's Jesse's first kind of love interest. Jane is Jane's kind of awful to me, guys. Now, in her defense, Jesse was the one who got her hooked on drugs again, right? So the addiction's not her fault. However, once she was on drugs, she was fucking bossing Jesse around, and she was encouraging him to break up his partnership with Walter White, which is technically a good thing, but the third girl on the S tier, dude, is Dr. Faye Miller from Mad Men. She's played by the same actress who plays Kelly Moltisanti, but Kelly's over here. So we'll get to Kelly eventually, but I've got some Mad Men and some Breaking Bad characters as well. No, Jesse and Jane were toxic for each other. They were not meant to be together. Jane is a recovering addict. She's an artist. To be honest here, guys, I'm going to put her in D. The reason I don't put her in F is because Jesse was the one who got her back on drugs. If she had gotten Jesse back on drugs, she would be in the F tier. Now, I know a lot of guys love the fucking goth GF vibe here, okay? I know a lot of guys like that. It doesn't do anything for me personally. I'm just saying I am not into the goth emo look. I don't know. The way she acts when she's back on drugs and is like fucking blackmailing Heisenberg, not for me. Not for fucking me, okay? And you could argue she was looking for trouble when she rented Jesse the room too. Yeah, for me, guys, she is fucking trouble. She didn't deserve to die, of course. But the whole art ho goth GF vibe, it ain't for fucking me. Wendy is better than Jane, IMO, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, not Wendy, of course, but yeah, she's Jessica Jones in another show, and she's also she was on fucking, what was it called? Gilmore Girls. And Rory from Gilmore Girls is on Mad Men too, so that's another coincidence. But Absurd says blackmail not cool. Manufacturing and distributing meth, okay. Well, Absurd, if I was ranking Walter White and Jesse as husbandos, which we might do a husbando thread later, guys, or a husbando tier list later, but I would factor that in. None of my S tiers make drugs, so you can't accuse me of being biased there. Yeah, Jane's not for me. Let's just leave it there, okay? Jane is not for me personally. Next up, we have another Jane. This is Jane Siegel, who's she married Roger Sterling on Mad Men. Yeah, husbando tier list 10 viewers. Listen, you motherfuckers. If any of you don't show up to my husbando tier list rating, you're homophobic. All right? So you better fucking show up when I do that. Okay, so Jane, her her name is Jane Siegel, and then she's Jane Sterling. I'm gonna give Jane a C. Okay, this is only gonna apply to some of you though who watch Mad Men, but Jane, like in looks, is like an S tier. Like Jane is one of the best looking women I have ever seen on any fucking show. However, she's a gold digger. Definitely. She is kind of childish and whiny. She's kind of needy. Now, Roger obviously is even more childish than her, which is why their relationship sucks so badly. But you know, I don't think I would be happy in a relationship with Jane. Yeah, only those of you who watch Mad Men will understand. But she's very good looking though. Don't get me wrong, very very good looking. But we'll leave it there. Okay, next up we have Janice Soprano. Okay, next up we've got Joan from Matt. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. Look, Janice I don't think is fucking ugly. She's got them big tits like Ralphie says, or not Ralphie, Vito says. And pre-Ralphite hair. Her hair is pretty. However, yeah, her fucking personality is fucking awful. Now, the one thing that's good about Janice, that I will say, the one thing that's good about Janice is if you guys are into some fucking degenerate sex, like you want to take it up the ass with like a dildo or something, this is the woman for you. But let's be real here. Let's be real here, all right? She's an F tier. Personality alone. If I was ranking her only on looks, guys, I'd probably put her in D or C. But yeah, in terms of personality, she's a fucking F. I'd be married to Gloria before I'd be married to Janice. I'll say that right now. Yeah, it should be you, Kino. You should be the boss. It should be you, Kino. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking into. Putting a gun right to her head. Oh, baby. I need some food here, guys. I'm getting lightheaded from all this talking. No, I can't put Livia on here. That's too weird for me. I couldn't think of Livia as a waifu at all. I also didn't put any Wire characters on here. It just felt weird for me. Wire's such a different kind of show. I couldn't have any Wire women on here either. Oh yeah, maybe Livia from the movie could be a waifu, but yeah, Livia, yeah, she's not even in a waifu category for me. Okay, next up we got Joan from Mad Men. Now, you guys heard before when I said that redheads don't, like, I don't hate redheads, but I'm not fucking crazy over them like most guys are. That being said, easy S tier. Easy fucking S tier, okay? Not even close. Joan, not even just for her body, right? Her body's a fucking S tier. That much is given if you've seen the show. But even setting that aside, Joan's personality is literally the best combination of like girl boss and wanting to please her man. Her dream until she marries that fucking limp dick Greg, her dream is to fucking find a husband and like tend to his every whim. She fucking wants to be a housewife, cooking you dinner in her fucking nightgown. That's her fucking dream. easy S tier. The fact that Greg was such a limp dick piece of shit loser that he couldn't fucking see that. Yes, Joan is the most incredible top tier. I'm gonna put her fucking first among the S's. She's the S of S's. Incredible. Yeah, even Dawn was like, "Whew, boy, I can't handle this woman." I think my dumplings are done, guys, so I'm gonna go grab them real quick. I will be right back in 1 minute. I'm gonna eat on stream. I hope you guys are okay with that, but don't go anywhere. There's 222 viewers. I expect you all to fucking be here when I get back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back, everyone. Now, I want you to see this before we continue. This is what Mrs. Kino made me right now. She made me a fucking plate, got me a glass of water, made me some tea, but I didn't bring it up. This is why Mrs. Kino is the S of S's. She's even higher than Joan on the list. If I had her picture on here, she would be even above Joan. Yeah, pot stickers put Mrs. Kino in the S tier. Yes. Yeah, she knows. She's watching the stream right now too. Yeah, she's the queen of all S's. All these S's bow down to Mrs. Kino. I'm gonna eat a little bit. I apologize if you guys can hear me chew. need some peanuts. I need a little food because I'm getting a little lightheaded. But we will continue on with the stream here. So, the grading Dragonfire is based on a combination of their looks and personality. So I'm judging basically how much I would want to be in a relationship with them. Next up we have what's her? I'm blanking on her name. What can you guys remind me what her name is? It's Julianne Skiff. She's the real estate agent that Tony was gonna sleep with, but then he didn't, and then Christopher ended up sleeping with. This is how you know a YouTuber has it made, when you hear all the mouth noises from the fancy mic. Well, sorry. Yeah, this is Juliana Skiff. She's the real estate agent from I don't remember, season 6. She's a recovering addict. She likes dangerous men. She's kind of self-destructive. We're gonna put Julianne in the C tier. I think she's like, she's got some good looks. Not the craziest woman ever, but she yeah, I guess maybe D, you're right, cuz she kind of relapses into heroin. Yeah, she's Kaisha, exactly. Yeah, we'll leave her at D because of the drugs. You're right. I think, because it's not, they both relapsed together, I think, Christopher and her. So you could argue that she also helped him relapse as well. Okay. So we'll leave her at D. Next up, we have Kelly Moltisanti. Kelly's a hard one for me to pick because we actually don't know too much about her. She's kind of just Christopher's wife. We don't see too much of her. But from what we do see of her, she's pretty supportive. Christopher's out late at night and she's just like, you know, bring me back a snack, that's all. Yeah, she's neutral. And she's played by the same actress. I'm gonna give her an A, I think. She's very pretty. Very pretty. I love that actress. We just don't know too much about her. She's just a blow-up doll that can get pregnant. I mean, that's what Christopher sees in her. But she seems like a pretty, you know, normal girl for the most part. Yeah, she's Mrs. Wheeler in Stranger Things too. So we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave her as an A tier. I think she's very reasonable, not too crazy. We never saw her busting balls at all. So we're gonna leave her there. Okay, Kim Wexler, guys. All right, let me get a quick check in chat. How many of y'all have a foot fetish? Because we see Kim's feet a lot on Better Call Saul. Hands up if any of y'all are into her feet. No? Damn, I was thinking a lot of you guys would be. Yeah, Kim is an easy S. Easy S tier. I mean, I'm not really ranking them like in comparison to each other, but I would probably put her right here. I would pick Joan first, but I think Kim would be my number 2. Kim's a professional woman. She's a girl boss. She is very attractive for being 50. The actress is 50 years old. She's still very pretty. She supports Jimmy no matter what. She's always there for him. She did kind of encourage him to go down a dark path a little bit. But yeah, but for the most part, she's fucking there. Now, some people didn't like that she left Jimmy at the end. I had my problems with it too. But setting aside all that bullshit, she's there. She got her former boss killed. Yeah, but I mean, that's partially her fault, but she also took responsibility for it. Yeah, she got yupped in the end. Yeah, but who cares? I'm gonna take a quick bite of food. Hold on. Sorry, I had to take a quick bite of food. I was hungry. Okay, yeah. So Kim is an easy yes. So we can all agree on that. Fucking perfect. Lorraine, Lady Shylock. We're gonna put Lorraine in the D tier. Now she's got a pretty good body for an older woman. She got a mommy bod, definitely. However, when the gun was to her head, she was willing to suck all of their cocks in front of her little boyfriend. Yeah, she puts her man down. She's like, Jason, men are talking, implying he's not a man. Yeah, and she was gonna suck Phil's cock right there to live. Again, not that I'm saying like, oh, she should just fucking accept her death, because most people, when they're about to die, would be willing to do anything. However, she's got like this attitude like, yeah, I'm a fucking female mob boss. And then when it chips her down, she's like, I'll suck your cocks, all you guys. Lorraine's a D tier. Yeah, she had sex with her own cousin, which is little Carmine. Okay. Next up here. Now, a lot of you guys probably won't recognize her. But this is Lucy Danziger. This was, what's his name? Nucky Thompson's main girl in the first season until he meets Margaret, who we're going to talk about after this. Lucy is, she's just, when we were first introduced to Lucy, she is, she's kind of an annoying little brat. She's kind of like Irina. However, she ends up getting pregnant with Van Alden. And he leaves her home alone, and she delivers the baby herself. I talked about this during my reaction series, but I walked away having a lot of respect for Lucy. Like she was like kind of a baby who kind of grew up and was like she delivered the baby herself. That takes strength. I walked away being really proud of her as the series went on. I'm going to give Lucy a B. Yeah, she's a baby, kind of like Irina. Again, if you guys didn't see Boardwalk, you might not remember her. But, yeah, Lucy, I think when the chips are down, she showed she had strength and character. So I'm going to give it to her. Next up, we're going to have Lydia from Breaking Bad. No, I mean, guys, when she was like Nucky Thompson's girl, she was literally just like, I'm only here to have sex with you. You can do whatever you want to me. If you want to knock me up, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just here as your side piece or whatever. So what? I delivered a baby by myself once too. Oh really, Bill? You gave birth? You gave birth to a baby and delivered it yourself? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Lydia's a fucking F. Lydia, I mean, she's kind of pretty. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she's not gorgeous like some of these other women, but she's not bad looking at all. No, she's not gross. Shut the fuck up, guys. You don't know what gross fucking looks like. I'd love to see all the people calling her gross right now and see what they look like. But yeah, awful person. Awful fucking person. Can't trust her. She fucking betray you. Have you killed? Yeah. Fucking she's awful. She has cute feet though. Do we see Lydia's feet? Oh, we do. In Better Call Saul, we see her feet. God damn, Peter Gould has a foot fetish. We never saw feet on Breaking Bad. Okay, next up here, we have someone who, if you guys saw my my Boardwalk Empire reactions, you will know how I feel about this character right here. This is Margaret from Boardwalk Empire, played by the lovely Kelly MacDonald, who I love. She's amazing. She's an amazing, talented actress. But my God, do I hate Margaret so fucking much. I hate Margaret personally in the way that some of you guys hate like AJ or any of the other annoying characters that you find annoying personally. I usually rise above that shit. But for me, for Margaret, I cannot stand her. She rubs me the wrong way. She is at the same time pious and also hypocritical. She comes from a poor background and a hard-working background, but she's also a gold digger. She abandons people when she doesn't want them anymore, including her family. If I were to look at Margaret objectively, I would probably give her like a C or a D tier. That being said, I'm putting Margaret in the F tier. Because this is my tier list, and I get to put the characters wherever I fucking want to. And I despise Margaret with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. Okay. Next up, we have Marie. Now this is going to be controversial. Some people find her annoying. I think I don't like. She doesn't look cute to me in the first season, but starting from kind of second season onward, I think she's pretty cute. I'm gonna give Marie a B. She's very supportive of Hank. The only drawback for Marie is she is kind of annoying at times, but she's annoying in a normal person way. She's not annoying in a crazy person way. She's annoying as like, you know, yeah, you're kind of like if you ever had like an aunt like her. She's kind of like that. She's a good housewife. Although technically she's not a housewife. She works as like a dentist or something. But the only drawback to her is her kleptomania, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, she also gives a mean hand job, too. I'm going to give her a B. I think she's a pretty good wife. Oh, she's X-ray tech. That's what it was, yeah. Makes good money, too, I think. I bet she probably makes like 80 grand a year. Okay, next up. The Queen, or the Princess of Italy, Meadow Soprano. I'm curious before I put her on here. Where do you guys think Meadow is? Because I genuinely don't know. I see it go back and forth in the community all the time. So I'm going to eat another pot sticker. You guys post in the chat right now where you think Meadow goes. Okay. It actually seems pretty high. Obviously, Meadow's cute. There's no denying this. Meadow is spoiled. There's no denying this. Meadow is hypocritical. Like she says, we're all hypocrites sometimes. Meadow is hardworking. She's driven, ambitious. She loves her family. When push comes to shove, she picks her family over outsiders. She can be very needy. She can be a teenage girl. She is throughout most of the show. She grows up, though, and is there when it matters. She can't park for shit. That is true. However, we're going to give Meadow an A. She's not an S tier. She's got some problems. That being said, Meadow is a great fucking woman. You would be lucky to have Meadow as a wife. A. Solid A. Right up there. Yeah, everyone agrees that that's a fair ruling. She's not quite the best, but she's towards the top of the list. Excuse me. A is good. Everyone agrees with that. Good. Okay. Next up, we have Megan Calvey, who becomes Megan Draper on Mad Men, Don's second wife. She's very good looking. She's very cute. Like, she's gorgeous, and she's also cute in like a nerdy kind of way. If you've ever seen the actress Jessica, I don't remember what her last name is, but if you ever seen her in an interview, she's got kind of like an overbite. She's very cute. And she comes off like a nerd in real life. So she's got that going for her. She is bold. She's artistic. She's a little needy. She's a little whiny at times. However, that is because Don neglected her. Don ignored her. Don treated her like shit when she just wanted to love him and be loved. She becomes bitter by the end, but that's because Don is a piece of shit. A little immature, but loving, caring. She's not cynical at all until the end. Her only crime was marrying Don and loving Don. Like Betty tells Don, she doesn't know that the worst way to get to you is by loving you. She's an innocent girl. A tier. If you don't treat Megan like a piece of shit, she would be a great wife. Supportive, caring, nurturing, patient. She's great. Great woman. Next up, we've got Dr. Melfi. Dr. Milfi, as I like to call her. Except I never do that. Oh, those legs. Those legs that go all the way up. Dr. Melfi is a professional woman. She has a good grasp on psychology. She has delusions that she can fix some people who can't be fixed. She's a divorced mother. She's looking for a man, but she has a hard time balancing a professional life and a relationship. She has some psychological damage after she was assaulted. But she moves forward. She tries to stay positive. She can be aggressive at times, and she lets her work affect her too much. She lets Tony's negativity rub off on her. She's an icon of the show, Greyfinder, you're right. She's liberal. But she can challenge, too. I'm going to give Melfi an A. There's a reason Tony was attracted to her. It wouldn't work out between them. But if you were a good person, Melfi would be there for you. A. Her husband was a piece of shit, though. Or her ex-husband or whatever. Yeah, Melfi makes you a power couple. We're going to talk about Peggy next. Peggy from Mad Men. Give me a second. We need another pot sticker. Now, Peggy from Mad Men. I'll be honest here, guys. I have the opposite problem with Peggy that I do with Margaret. I don't hate her, but I don't really like the actress Elizabeth Moss. I don't know. She just kind of gives off a vibe that I don't like. I've also not really dug all her work outside of Mad Men. I think some of her performances have not been that great. That being said, on Mad Men itself, I loved her. I love Peggy. I think she's a wonderfully written character. I don't think she would be that great of a wife. By the end of the show, maybe. With Stan, she abandoned her child. Now, a lot of men have done that too, so don't get me twisted. But she never even acknowledges it. She just moves forward, following Dawn's point of view. She's also too focused on her career, to the point where it hurts her relationships. To the point where it's kind of toxic. She can be a very toxic person at times. I'm going to give Peggy a C. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. Alright, we're down for our final line here. I think we got about 14 more to go. Next we have Rhiannon. Now, Rhiannon is hard for me because we don't know that much about her. She was in a mental hospital. She cut herself. She maybe gave the info on where Tony was and had him killed that night. She's cute. She's also underage for AJ on the show, but I'm pretty sure the actress was like in her 20s when she did this. I'm going to give Rhiannon a D. Because of all the mental hospital stuff, I just don't think that would work. Actually, I take that back. We're going to give her a C. Do you want to know why I'm going to give her a C, actually? Because when she's with AJ, it seems like she's into him. And it seems genuine. Not that she's using him. It seems like it seems like she's she's just genuinely likes him as a person. So that's gonna move her up to a C. But yeah, the mental issues can be a little bit. I think she has anorexia too. Maybe she was a model or something. We're gonna leave her as a C. Thanks for stopping by, DMD Ain 7. We'll leave her there. Next up, we have Rosalie April. Where do you guys think I'm gonna put Rosalie April on this list? Let's see in chat where you think Rosalie goes. You guys are right. You guys are very right. Rosalie is an S. Loyal. Well, yes, I think she did cheat on Jackie Sr. But these guys are mafiosos. They were cheating on her too. Okay? Loyal, headstrong, doesn't ask for too much. She's supportive. There's a line she has when Carmela's talking to her about Furio. And she's like, I had my own little fling with the guy at the gym. But that being said, I don't think she would cheat if Jackie wasn't cheating. And we know Jackie cheated. One, because he's a mafioso. But two, we saw him in the hospital with the stripper that Tony got for him. She kind of spoiled her son, Jackie Jr., not going to lie. But I think she's down. I think she's down. Hey, what's up, Morning? Glad to see you here. Bunda, you shouldn't get so mad, bro. I appreciate you stopping by if you do leave, but I'm judging these guys off I'm judging these women off personality. Okay, fine. A tier. You're right. S tier should be reserved for perfect. Fair enough. Word XP, you are right on that. I think A tier is actually better. We'll leave her at A. Oh, next up here. Skylar White. Skylar White is the biggest pleb filter on the planet. Your thoughts on Skylar determine whether you understand Breaking Bad or you don't. Skylar White is a good wife. Let me repeat what I just said for you guys. Skylar White is a good wife. The problem is that Walter White is not a good husband. Walter endangers their family by selling meth, lies to her, pushes her away. And that is why she does what she does. If he was straight up with her and straight up with himself, they would have had a happy marriage. But he traps her and keeps her there, which leads to their incredibly toxic relationship. The whole thing about the hand job on his birthday, she was fucking pregnant, okay? She was pregnant and threw a fucking surprise birthday for him. This is gonna shock some of you guys. But many women don't live to basically be on their knees 24/7 worshiping you like a fucking king. Should she have closed the laptop when she jerked him off? Maybe. But it's not that big a deal, okay? Walter White murders people. The fact that she gave him a slightly unenthusiastic hand job is not the biggest fucking sin in the world. B tier. She's a B tier. If you're not lying to her, dealing drugs, endangering their family, I think you'd have a pretty decent relationship. Yeah, she smoked when she was pregnant, but that's because Walter was lying to her. Okay? Okay, can we move on? Can we move on from this? You guys are getting so fucking mad. Alright, next up we got Svetlana. Well, A. Svetlana is an A. I was gonna put her in S, but you're right. She does cheat on her boyfriend with Tony, so that's not S tier material. But she's in all her other good qualities push her up to an A. Gorgeous, independent, headstrong, doesn't whine, doesn't complain, keeps going on with herself. She's an A tier. She's like a one-legged Kim Wexler. That's a good way of putting it, dude. She only has half the appeal for foot fetishes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Svetlana is an A for me. She's got so many good qualities. If only she didn't sleep with Tony. Okay, next up we have Tina Francesca. Do you guys remember who Tina is? Tina is the woman who was dating Mustang Sally Antile, and then she tried to break up with him, and she went over to Vito's brother, and then Mustang hit him with the golf ball or golf club. That's her. Later on, she's friends with Adriana, and she goes on a date with little Polly, and then she's flirting with Christopher. And yeah, she acts like a hooah. She comes off like dirty. She's shaved down there. Yeah, Adriana ratted her out to the FBI. She's a D tier. I wouldn't quite put her on F tier because she's not like Gloria or Janice, but definitely a D. Trashy, trashy woman. Next up, we have Tracy. Oh, Tracy. What the fuck, Delirious Bob? Dead Tracy, best Tracy? What the fuck, dude? Tracy, we're going to put in a D tier. Now, I know that's going to offend some of you. Tracy, obviously, she's got a great body. I'm not going to lie. But Tracy's personality is just not good. She picks abusive fucking men. She's dependent on them. She burned her kid with the cigarettes. She just does not make good choices with her life. And she would not be a good wife because of that reason. Now, she was like, you know, bringing Ralphie his soda and his Pop-Tart or whatever. No, you can't fix her, big boy Brian. No one can. She makes bread. But, yeah, looks aside, she's going down the bad choice road, as Better Call Saul puts it. D tier. Okay, now, for all you Mad Men fans, I'm curious about what you guys think about this next one. This is, what's her name? Fucking, it's Pete's wife. What's Pete's wife's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. Trudy Campbell. Trudy. What do you guys think about Trudy? What do you guys think about her? Trudy is the wife of Pete Campbell. She comes from money. She's a pretty good wife to Pete. She can be a little ball busty at times. She definitely wants the expensive things in life. But she does support him, cares about him, and mostly lets him do what he wants. A little pushy, you're right. She can be a little bossy. But we're going to put Trudy in the A tier. It also doesn't hurt that she's played by Alison Brie, who I fucking love from Community. She'll always be Annie Edison to me. But yeah, she would be a great wife. You have to deal with a little bit of bossing around, but she's fucking there for you. I would say you're right about Trudy being the grandmother of Annie. The only thing is Annie's Jewish. And so and Trudy is definitely not. She's Wasp. So she can't be an ancestor of Annie Edison. Okay, Valentina. we're going to put Valentina in the B tier. Remember, guys, this is waifu. This is not your side piece. Okay? She's good. She's sexy. And I mean sexy not just in looks, but in the way that she fucking acts. Like, she's she's down to do all sorts of dirty stuff with you. She's very sexual. She's a sexual person. Not that needy, surprisingly. Believe it or not. Not that needy compared to, like, Irina or Gloria. She's a gold digger, definitely. But I think she's a B. She's mostly all right. She doesn't have any like super glaring flaws with her that would knock her down. Has a sense of humor, yeah, I agree. She set herself on fire that one time. That's not good, but other than that, yeah. Yeah, she's fiery hot. Okay, so these last four here were additions that I just added before the stream. I originally wasn't going to put them on here. But I figured people wanted some fun, side, girls on here. So we're going to rank these. Now, a lot of people were asking me to rank the Bada Bing girls. The only problem is they don't have names. I don't know who the fuck they are. They're usually just random extras in the episodes. So I'm going to collectively rank all the Bada Bing girls. D. That's going to offend some of you guys. If you're into the fake tits, bleach blonde hair, stripper type, I salute. I say I salute to that. But most of the time when I see them on the show with their fucking incredibly fake looking tits out, nah, doesn't do it for me. Again, there's guys that like that type. It's just not for me. Okay, next up, I don't know this girl's name. It's the born-again girl that Tony banged over his desk when he went back to Barone's sanitation. We're going to give her a C. I mean, she kind of just comes across like the office slut type. Connie. Okay, yeah. I mean, seems like she'd be a fun ride, but yeah, the fact that she's born again Christian, and she's letting Tony bend her over his desk and just fuck her silly. Nah, not a good look. Guys, Svetlana is A. It's right here. Okay, next up is Kim's daughter. I also don't remember her name. She's only in one scene, so it's really hard to judge her character off of that. You know what also bothers me about this woman? Like, she's very clearly Filipino, but her dad is Korean. I mean, maybe the dad married a Filipino woman, but from what I'm seeing here, like I just imagine that he would be with a Korean woman. I just think whoever was casting this show didn't like, I think didn't understand the difference between Asians. Yeah, she's a cutie, alright, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we all look the same, Paul. Sure. She got the Kung Pao coochie. I'm not gonna lie, she looked pretty good when she came in there with her top and her skirt. However, no, guys. No. I gotta judge her off the stuff we know about her. She was going to school to be a physical therapy, but it made her sad. She decided she didn't want to do it anymore. And now what does she do? She just goes to clubs and lives at home. Her dad had to get her a job with fucking Tony B. Even in that first scene, she's talking about when she went out clubbing, she met a guy who get them like ginseng and shit. She's all right, but she's not like any of these like A tier, S tier types. Okay, guys. We're gonna put her in the B tier. I think that's a fair rating, given how little we know about her. And the stuff we do know about her doesn't paint her in the best light. She kind of comes across like a young teen, like a young carefree girl who's not like really trying that hard. I'm not putting David Chase's daughter on here, guys. I would never disrespect the man like that by ranking his daughter. Okay, last one. This is the stripper girl whose name I don't remember either. She was Christopher's Gumar in Las Vegas, who Tony goes and then bangs. Absurd. No, I never tried ginseng. I mean, maybe in like some tea or something. I don't know. Sonia. Okay, her name is Sonia. Guys. She's a prostitute. Or I don't know if she's a prostitute. She's definitely a stripper. But I kind of got the implication that she's a prostitute too. I wouldn't say she's an addict. We don't see anything that implies she's an addict. I mean, she smokes weed and they did peyote together, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's a drug addict. She's good looking, don't get me wrong, but she's not S tier material. Well, she fucked Tony right when he got there. And she was Christopher's Gumar. So that tells you something. We are going to put her... I'm going to put her in B. I think if it's fair for me to give Kim's daughter a B, I'll give the stripper a B. We don't know enough about her to make a full judgment. We'll leave her at B. But she's definitely not S material. Alright, well this is the list, guys. I hope this this was fun for you. Rank Carmela's mom and Paulie's mom and aunt. Oh, no. No, thank you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was fun to rank this. We got a lot of people on this stream. We had over 200 at one point. No, I'm not ranking Livia. Gene Guzmano would probably be a B. I'm not ranking Hunter. Oh, come on. Are you seriously asking me to rank Heidi and Kennedy, who we only see in one shot of the entire show? Alright, fine. You want me to rank Olivia? She'd be an F tier, okay? Oh, Jojo Palmis. That would have been a good one. Jojo would be probably a C. I'd put Jojo as a C. Any other women who I forgot? Oh, the woman at Junior Smash with the face pie. Yeah, you're right. What's his, Bobby? Yeah, you're right. Bobby with an I. Bobby would be a B, probably. I'd give her a B. Blanca? We already put Blanca as a C. Junior's nurse, the fake FBI agent, dude. We don't know enough about her. I said bye, Kino. Bye, Brian. Bye, big boy Brian. Thank you for stopping by. No, I'm not fucking ranking Fran Feldstein, guys. She's too old. That being said, she's an S tier, obviously. Oh, Carmen from Breaking Bad. I forgot all about her. Yeah, you're right. Carmen would be an A. I think she's pretty good looking. Oh, the Albanian chick. I forgot about that. She'd be a C, probably. She seems like trouble. Karen Bacala. We only see her in like one episode. I should probably be a B tier. The FBI chick is right here, dude. In B tier. Ooh, Mrs. Kettleman. I forgot all about her. A lot of people really think she's hot. Mrs. Kettleman would be probably a C. Mrs. Kettleman is very annoying, very bossy to her husband, a total Karen. But she's very attractive. Yeah, she'd be a C. Betsy Kettleman would be a C, but whew. Betsy's got some mommy energy going on. Oh, I forgot about Gretchen, too, from Breaking Bad. See, I never remember any of the women from Breaking Bad. Gretchen would be probably a B. Hey, I don't just like blondes. Okay, dude? Look at my top tier list. 1 redhead, 3 blondes, 2 brunettes. That's a very even distribution. My A tier is almost all brunettes. All brunettes except for 3 blondes. My B tier is a mix of blondes and brunettes. C tier, same thing. I've been pretty good about this. Like, I've been judging them solely off their personality. I almost put Jillian Darmody on here. I just didn't care enough to put her on there. She would be a no for me. She's crazy. Still, no, dude, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blondes in my S and A tier put together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brunettes in my top two lists. How is blondes the majority? There are no black girls on the show, dude. I mean, the only black girl I could have maybe added was the one from Mad Men, but she's not even like a girlfriend of anyone. She's just a secretary. Dude, we don't even see Hesh's girl. She's like in the background of one of the scenes. We never see Hesh's wife. She's like in the background of like one of the scenes when he's like sleeping. And then she's dead. Does she have lines of dialogue? Does Renata have any lines of dialogue in the show? Besides maybe like, Hesh, phone for you. If she has a fucking line, it's like, Hesh, phone for you, or, you know, what's wrong, Hesh? Like, just like, there's no character there. Yeah, like, what drink do you want? That's not dialogue, okay? I mean, it is literally dialogue, but it's not character. Oh, yeah, Chalky's girl. I guess I could have put daughter Maitland on here. I didn't include... there was a lot more Boardwalk Empire characters I didn't include on here, just because I was like... I don't remember a lot about Boardwalk Empire either. Let's do this again next year and reassess, Kino. See if my views have changed at all. Yeah, Vito is a top tier waifu. I'm not missing Don Draper's wife. Betty is right here, and Megan is right here. Jimmy's wife, Angela. It's just like, I don't know. There's not really a lot there for me to work with. Yeah, I miss the prostitute that Jackie Jr. slept with that one time, or Alan Sapensley's wife. Yeah, I didn't include Sally's teacher. There was a lot of Mad Men girls I didn't include either. It's just like, I don't know. I've only seen the show once. Oh, the Meadows Indian friend who we only see in like 1 or 2 episodes? Yeah, sure. I should have ranked her too. Alright, guys. I appreciate you stopping by for the stream. It was very fun. I appreciate anyone who supported the channel, who signed up as a member. Means a lot to me. We'll do some more streams like this with fun stuff. I knew this one was going to be like, we were going to get a lot of people here. But yeah, we're going to end the stream now. There will be more Wire videos coming out tomorrow. So I'll probably do 2 Wire videos next week to make up for the fact that I released a Sopranos video last time. So we'll continue on with our All the Pieces Wire series, and we'll go from there. And yeah, we'll do a husbando tier list since we did the women. Can't be sexist here, guys, on this channel. Can't be sexist or homophobic. So when we do that stream, I want you all to rank which of those guys you'd want to plow you. And everyone has to participate. Anyone who does not participate in which guy they want to plow them gets banned. All of them. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon.